Nikki 2 times coming at you, but again with another live stream. Showed up in boots, ruin your black tie affair. The last one to know, the last one to show. I was the last one you thought you'd see there. Saw the surprise and the fear in his eyes when I took a glass of champagne and toasted. You said, honey, we may be through. You'll never hear me complain, 'cause I got friends in you two places. The whiskey drowns and the beer chases my blues away, and I'll be okay. Yeah, I'm not big on salsa graces. Now slip on down to the oasis, 'cause I got friends in you two places. Thank you for being here, everyone. Starting off with Daniel Cryfall. We got Legend 55 in the house. Moon over Miami. Sean Jedi Master. What is going on, everyone? We're gonna definitely talk tons of sports. And of course, always make a fool of myself, because that's what I do best. Let's get the glasses on, because I can't see a darn thing. We got my man Steve over at Steve's Hockey Cards in the house. That's Steve over at Your Team Sucks as well. What a great show we had last night. If you weren't there, you missed the fun one. It's all hockey now over on Your Team Sucks. Let's get it all written down. Let's make sure we get plenty of folks in here before we jump into the business. Hockey Talk with the Bros was great. I know, I said it last night. It is hard work, though, coming up with all those slides. It's a hard work even when I come up with, without going with slides and having all my notes for the night. Doing it by myself, it's hard work, but we make do. I appreciate all the hard work you put into your show every Saturday there, Steve. Fun time. We'll talk some hockey tonight. I'm going to do it a little bit different. We're definitely going to go a different route on the hockey. We're going to talk Olympic hockey, not NHL. Also going to switch things up. I forgot I'm on a different account over here on my iPad tonight. I hope you guys are all having a great night. We got Tex Carnage in the house. Tex Carnage, one of my all-star channel members, so shout out to you. Using the stickers, using my Matvey Michkov sticker, as well as Deadpool Philadelphia Eagles sticker. Welcome in there, Tex. Yeah, I haven't put a whole lot of effort to come up with newer stickers. I gotta find somebody else that does channel membership, that does the stickers really well. All right, I got too much going on all at once. That's why sometimes it's not as good doing stuff by yourself, because sometimes it's like, it just gets to be a lot. We'll gotta find different music for us. We're gonna talk soccer, NASCAR, little baseball, basketball, of course. Oh my goodness. I don't know why I'm having trouble here though. Maybe I'll just maybe I should stick with the karaoke music. If it's copyrighted, it's copyrighted. Who cares? I mean, it should be copyrighted with it being doesn't mean I don't have to sing it. Just let it play. Yeah, just let it play. Yeah, maybe more Garth Brooks later on in the show, Daniel. Right now, I want to get to you guys. I want to see what's going on out there in YouTube land. For a minute, I just gotta switch over to the Black Dragon channel on my iPad here. There's Black Dragon in the chat. Now we're set. We got other channel members, so I'll shout them out as well. We have Jazambi, Small Town Rips, Two Balls Are Better Than One, Tex Carnage, of course. We have my man, Scotty Hove, the Mega Box Maniac. And then we also have, I'm having a brain fart. We have my girl Brittany, who's also a channel member. And then a Hall of Fame member, Justin W. Smith over there, Big Sky Entertainment. Yes, I've heard those stories of Garth Brooks being one of those serial killers because of the deaths falling in times of where he's toured. You 24 wonderful people that are out there. This is majority of the time is a sports channel, sports cards, sports rips, sports talk. We do some entertainment talk as well. I've been doing some karaoke later in the show the last couple weeks. To maybe the detriment of people's eardrums, but I do it. My hardcore members and supporters stick around. My bros, my sisters that are out there come in every week, and we have a good time. Make sure you're staying hydrated. I know I am. Cherry Pepsi, get that sugar high. Let's turn that down. We are. I am great there, legend. I hope you are doing good as well. I'm looking at your stuff right now. I haven't seen you really post a whole lot lately, but I appreciate you coming over here and supporting me as much as you do. I'm having a great time. Last week, I figured I'd just settle back, enjoy the Super Bowl, and enjoy the halftime show. I'm one of those weird people that like to watch the commercials. There were some decent ones. Some, not like barn burner best commercials ever seen, but some cool stuff. Budweiser had the Clydesdale who rescued an eagle and nursed an eagle back to health and such and sheltered the eagle, and it grew up, and then the Clydesdale's there and the wings come off his back and the eagle soars. That's kind of cool. I don't like drinking Budweiser. It gives me headaches. It's kind of disgusting piss beer, but they make some of the best commercials. Pepsi definitely declared war on Coke. That was a kind of funny commercial, hearkening back to the Coldplay concert thing. They poked a little fun at that. Nah, Swag, your team sucks. Mine is pretty darn good. Since you're rooting for Canada, I'm gonna have to bust your stones because I'm rooting for USA. USA! No matter what. I've been seeing posts everywhere about how it's hard to. Olympic hockey's weird because it's hard to root for, whether you're rooting for USA or for Canada. It's difficult because then you're rooting for players that you don't like, which is more evident with me because I don't have skin in the game Flyers wise on either of the teams. Oh my goodness. Canada is barely a country. I like it. 51st state there, Tex. Or maybe they'll be the 50th state when Texas, if Texas ever does get the opportunity to secede from the United States. But as far as the NFL is concerned, last kind of real talk about it, the game itself, obviously by now everybody knows what happened, but just throwing my 2 cents in, not going to do a deep dive on it, but Seattle 29, Patriots 13. Was a shame. I thought I was going to end up winning my Blackpool because I needed a jump touchdown and 2-point conversion from the Patriots at the end because I had 9 and 1 as one of my blocks. So I would have won it was like $300 or $400 for paying $5 for the block. $10 altogether because I had 2 blocks. MVP ended up being Kenneth Walker III. Very deserving, I believe. What's going on there? Adam is here. Adam, I got to catch 5 minutes. I didn't get to say hello. I stopped in on your live. And then, of course, my daughter came home from being out all day with my wife. And she wanted daddy time when I did step in. But I hope the show went well for your friend, Adam. And I really do appreciate the consideration of letting me know earlier yesterday. I mean, that Adam, you're a class act, my friend. I'll have to definitely try to, watch a little bit of it in replay. I know it was more of a sale live stream, but I still want to see what cool stuff you ended up having that you were selling. So Kenneth Walker III, 27 carries, 135 yards. Other notes of the game, Sam Darnold, 19 for 38, 202 yards, and a touchdown. I really wanted that to happen so I can go to the Minnesota Vikings for letting Sam Darnold go. Not that Sam Darnold, again, played tremendously, but he played pretty damn well all season and then played a pick-free Super Bowl, and he's a champion, while the Vikings still haven't won. So screw you, Vikings. Good on you there, Sam Darnold. Cooper Kupp, 6 receptions for 61 yards. A.J. Barner, 4 catches for 54 yards and a touchdown. Byron Murphy and Derek Hall, they both had 2 sacks apiece for Seattle. And Jason Myers, 5 field goals that could have easily gone to a kicker, of all things. Jason Myers, 5 for 5 on field goals and 2 for 2 extra points. We got Pick 6 cards in the house. What's going on, Pick 6? We're starting the show off talking about the Super Bowl. Since I wasn't here last week because I was enjoying that Super Bowl. Enjoying it, is a relative word because it wasn't like the greatest Super Bowl ever or anything like that. On the Patriots side, even though a lot of it was junk time when they did well, Drake May was 27 for 43, 295 yards, threw for 2 touchdowns, also threw for 2 interceptions, and I believe he was strip sacked, if I'm not mistaken, in the game as well. Matt Collins, he had 4 receptions for 78 yards and a touchdown. So, Leslie, congratulations to the Seattle Seahawks for being this season's Super Bowl champs. We're moving on. It's now time for the other sports to take center stage. Hockey will be back after the Olympics. Basketball had their All-Star weekend. But we got soccer coming back next week. I'll get into that in a little bit more later. NASCAR came back this week. Baseball on the horizon. So the only thing you have to worry about with football right now is April 23rd through the 25th. That's when the draft is. It'll be in Pittsburgh. First time in Pittsburgh since 1948. Just as a reminder who your top 5 picks are: Raiders, the Jets, the Cardinals, the Titans, who changed their logo, by the way. I'm not sure I like it, but Titans have a new logo. And the New York effing Giants have the 5th pick. That's rounded out. So probably the last I'll really talk about football for a while, unless somebody has questions for me along the way in the next few streams. Make sure I didn't miss any of yous. Your car is fixed. Oh, next Sunday. Oh, I'm sorry. Next Sunday, Daniel won't be on because you're getting your car fixed. Gotcha. Pick 6 is talking about something about getting robbed. Hold on. Oh, Jason Myers was robbed of getting the MVP. I mean, I knew it was going to go to Kenneth Walker. That's what I thought. I was like, yeah, Kenneth Walker's probably going to get it because they're not going to give it to a kicker. I mean, they could have given it to Darnold if they wanted to, but you know, that's kind of crappy giving it to a QB just because he's the QB. Johnny67 says, I'm the best. Well, welcome in, Johnny67. No, my friend. You're the best for coming and hanging out with us here on Sunday Funday, episode 85. This is the place to be. This is my time slot. 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific time every Sunday. You can find me here and these wonderful people that are in the chat for this particular time slot. Major League Soccer, my friends. For those of you that actually do like soccer, that is coming back up next weekend. So we will definitely talk about opening week more next week. There'll be 13 games played on Saturday the 21st with 2 games on Sunday the 22nd. Your defending champions, Inter Miami, they are the favorites to repeat as champions again. Johnny, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. And Adam, I can't wait for the World Cup either. So this will be the first time, and it certainly won't be the last time I mention it, but I am happy to say that myself and my son Ethan's NBA talk, we will both be heading to the World Cup in June. We're going out to Seattle. My son's family is contributing quite a bit of money for his birthday / just because they love him. Him and I flying out to Seattle, catching Team USA versus Australia. A once-in-a-lifetime opportunity and a bonding moment that will last forever between me and my son. Can't wait for that, Adam, and I will certainly, when it does happen, I will take so many videos and pictures, and I'm going to do my best to not forget and take it all in and have you guys all come along for that ride as well. Well, I appreciate that there, Johnny. Make sure if you're enjoying yourself, come back here again on Sundays. Check out videos. I do impromptus as well during the week, but, problem with impromptus, even if you're ringing the bell, if you're not on YouTube, you're not going to know right away.
It's happening.
What are you talking about?
Why are you doing this?
Because I want to hurt you.
Let's just see what else we got going on. Quick news on the front of European soccer over there in the English Premier League. Arsenal still at top, 57 points. Manchester City with 53. Aston Villa with 50. And Manchester United with 45 points. Good stuff. This song's too fast. I might sing it. Let's loosen up a little bit more. I'm not gonna sing, but and it's not the top of the hour, but it's been far too long and I miss it. Here's a chair spin for you. Woo! We're working it out. We're having a good time. I hope you're all having a good time as well. Going to continue to talk sports. Going to continue to stay hydrated. Definitely have some entertainment talk on the horizon as well. And that's right, Moon. Oh, let's go. Let's have a ball. My day was great. Got, Sundays most of the time tends to be a relaxing day, especially this time of year. As the weather breaks and gets nicer, it's still a relaxing day, but, it could be tiring because I do a lot of fishing in the spring and the summer on a Sunday where with the cold weather, I just sit, relax on the couch, watch some YouTube videos of friends, watch sports. I watched hockey games today. I watched NASCAR today. I watched a little bit of the All-Star game today as well. Legend, they sort of watch, not fully. I didn't have Nick, my son Nick, this weekend, so he's probably not watching. Ethan is out in the other room. I'm sure he has it on, but he's probably not paying attention. But sometimes he is. Sometimes he might even chime in. Nick will chime in once in a while, too, at least to say hello to the people in chat. Well, congratulations there, Johnny, on getting a win. It's always fun. You know what? If you're enjoying yourself, wins and losses, it is what it is. It's that fine line between you don't want to be one of those pansy parents or whatever that their kid has to have a participation trophy, but you also don't want them to put all the stock in just winning too. You want to make sure that they're enjoying themselves and having fun. Black Dragon Sports and Cards, I have that channel as well. There's swag. That channel, is strictly for it's what it is. Black Dragon Sports Shorts. I'm posting things that are happening in the world of sports over there in shorts form, just to kind of do something that I'm not doing it on this channel as much on anymore. So to grow that up a little bit. I know Adam and some of you are big time baseball fans. So for baseball spring training games, they begin this coming Friday. So, spring training, it's a lot of people you won't see and a lot of those games. But it'll be interesting to see, like for instance, for my Phillies, who they're going to bring along and invite to spring training to possibly make the big club. We're looking at Justin Crawford right now, Aiden Miller, and Andrew Painter. Are they going to be on the main roster? Or are they going to be still sitting there in AAA? One other bit of news. It's newsworthy. It is Phillies news, but it's kind of, national news a little bit too. Phillies the other day, they dismissed Nick Castellanos and told him that his services were no longer needed, and he was signed today by the San Diego Padres. So, your problem now there, San Diego. Good song, good song. I was nice meeting you 11. I was subbing. I'm actually going to Florida and watching the Phillies against the Pirates. Well, Johnny, you have a blast at that game. Have a safe trip. Thanks for being here, and thanks for the sub. Again, every Sunday night we're here, friends in the chat and myself. Have a wonderful night. But yes, he signed minimum contract. That doesn't mean a whole lot. The money, he's still getting paid. The Phillies are still paying it, but hey, we're paying you now all this money to stay home. I wish this Nick could get paid all that money to stay home as well. We got my man Jalen Season in the house. Good to see you, Jalen. It was a long and crazy football year. Good to have you here, Jalen. What else we got going on? In the world of NASCAR, like I said, that started up today. Daytona 500. And I know my man, Uncanny Swag, is a NASCAR fan. Don't know how much you watch, Swag, of today's race, but it was pretty damn good. We had congratulations to the winner. Yeah, anyone but Bubba, even if it means it's his teammate who won the race today, Tyler Reddick of the 1123 racing team. That team is owned by the driver of the number 11, Denny Hamlin, and the only 23 that matters, Michael Jordan. Their driver won today in the number 445 Toyota Camry at today's Daytona 500. Next week, Auto Trader 400 at Echo Park Speedway, formerly known as Atlanta Motor Speedway in Hampton, Georgia. Alrighty. I was hoping, and it didn't quite happen. I still am not completed with Stranger Things all the way through yet. I got less than 2 episodes. I'm in the middle of episode 7 of season 5. So I'll give my final thoughts next week on what I thought of that show. But I'm enjoying it. I know Swag has watched it. I know Steve has watched it as well. But I want to talk about that next week. We're also watching Night of the Seven Kingdoms as well. Great show. I was a little disappointed that we didn't get the early preview like we did last week on Friday. So I still have to, when I'm done the stream tonight, I'm going to watch tonight's episode. The Pit is the other show I'm watching right now on HBO Max with Noah Weil. You know, it's a medical drama. Good show. It's heating up. I think we're about 5 or 6 episodes in through a 15 episode series for season 2. Right now, the Chicago Wednesdays, or One Chicago, I think they call it, they're on a hiatus, along with Law and Order and Law and Order SVU, all on hiatuses. All NBC shows, they're on hiatus right now because of the coverage of the Olympics, because NBC has a lot of, if not all of that coverage, actually. Law and Order and SVU, they will be back, though, the following Thursday on February the 26th, with then the Chicago shows having a big, huge crossover event through the 3 shows. So, some people I know don't watch all 3 of them. Some of them only watch 1, but they're not. That week they're probably going to be pissed off because they're going to have to watch 3 hours of the show because it's a big crossover event. I'm good with it because I do watch all 3. That'll be on March the 4th. And one last little information. Yeah, I've been watching those shows for a long time. Yes, they throw in some wokey stuff in there once in a while that I don't like, but that's, you know, Mariska Hargitay, who's a nice person. You know, I know which way she kind of leans, and I'm not surprised at that, but still not going to stop me from watching the show. Still not going to stop me from loving the characters on the show. Lastly, I didn't know. I just heard about this today. This kind of came out of nowhere. There's a movie coming out on April the 24th called Michael. And it's one of those biopic type things on Michael Jackson. It looks great. I might not look like the kind of person that would be into that, but I grew up loving Michael Jackson. I had the glove. I had the jacket. I did the Thriller dance. I did the moonwalk and spins and was a big Michael Jackson fan. I'm looking forward to actually watching this movie, seeing what it's about. I never ended up watching Rocket Man, the Elton John biopic, but I did watch the Freddie Mercury / Queen biopic, which was good, but I really want to watch this one as well. That's not coming out though until April 24th, and then it'll probably be like another 6 to 8 weeks before they end up streaming it. So it'll be a while before I watch it. Alrighty. Alright, maybe I'll take a little break. You guys might have to put in some cotton balls in your ears because I think maybe I will find a song to sing. These are all like, these are not songs that I can sing. Moon, I appreciate it. And since you're in chiming, maybe you can pick a song, make a request. Maybe that'll be a little bit of a better way to go on a song, because at least I know you got good taste. It's the Nikki Sings Karaoke Elvis. Ay, ay. You're killing me there, Moon, but sure, why not? Let me pull something up. This is how, you know, I get those scrollers to come on in. I'm trying to think of one that I can sing where I can still incorporate, you know, us here on YouTube and you wonderful people. Nah. I'll figure it out. How about I just do this one? Let me see. Just because it's short.
Billy, Del Rossi says on Uber Eats. Buy 116
It's now or never. Take the Band-Aid off.
A century ago, our founders made a promise to always take care of their own. That promise is still at the heart of everything we do. And why our members
It's the Your Team Sucks Market Mover segment. Ha! Clip it. Hound dog, crying all the time. Ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. Well, you ain't never caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. I don't know the lyrics though. Moon, I hate to disappoint you. I picked the wrong song. I don't know the words to this. I was trying to be upbeat. Hound dog, crying all the time. Ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. Well, you never caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. Woo! When it said you was high class, well, that was just a lie. When it said you was high class, well, that was just a lie. Well, you ain't never caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. Woo! Oh, you know, you really want the fat guy to get up and shake the hips? You know, we got a sausage fest here in the chat, and you want me to get up and shake my hips? You know, they said you was high class. Well, that was just a lie. Well, you ain't never caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. You know, you guys are all friends of mine, and I appreciate it. And I appreciate you, Legend, for saying such nice things. Well, you know, there is a wall between him and I, and he probably has the song on mute, or has the stream on mute, so he's not going to have to quite hear it all the way. Whew. I made it through. I probably lost 5 subs in the process, but it's a lot of fun. It makes the night go by better. I think I might actually rip cards tonight. Even though, yeah, you know what? Let's do that right now. Even though Sith always says that's like a shorts opportunity, and I should be opening these strictly on shorts. I have not opened Prism Football. Been kind of like hesitant to buy any more Football Legend. I did open up a couple blasters of Phoenix. Got some cool cards out of Phoenix. Been doing shorts on that. With a recap, I'm going to post either on Monday or Tuesday of the hits from those boxes. That's cool. I'm going to open up a box of hockey. There you go. Captain America, Austin Matthews, ironically, is playing for Toronto. But we'll open up this box tonight. Hopefully I have some really good hits out of it. Shoot. I got nothing to open it, though. There we go. Oy. I forgot how Allure is. So it's not when I do the other box, it won't be a lot of shorts anyway, because you literally get only 4 packs in a box. 5 cards per pack. But these are really sweet cards, though. A doubloon. You know, a top of the charts, top of the line color flow would be nice. We're going to start, oh my gosh. Definitely going to have to get one of those little, like, you know, things that you wipe your glasses with, one of those little microfiber deals or whatever, because I'm already getting fingerprints on everything. But you got yourself Erasmus Darling, Cher Theodore, and a Matthew Bartzel. We've got, for the Kraken, a rookie on a, let me read the back first. Glitter Bomb. Ah, these glitter bombs look nicer than they did last year. This is via Adavainen. And I'm going to put this right in a penny sleeve after I show you. And then into a top loader. I like this. I think this is a nice color flow. Yellow-green, guys. I think yellow-green, if I'm not mistaken, is the second level or second tier. Maybe Daniel or Steve can give me the answer on that one. But we're looking at Artyom Levshunov for the PC, guys. Solid hit for me. I'm digging that. Where are my top loaders? There we go. That looks real nice. I like that. He's not going to end up being like your top guy, so it doesn't matter because he's PC. Happy about that for the first pack. Let me get at least a song playing.
Predator Badlands is now
YouTube plays too many commercials.
You've come.
Okay. Second pack here. Adrian Kempe. Pavel Dorofeyev from the Golden Knights. We got a Jack Eichel as well. And Olivier Rodriguez from the Oilers. Oh, and I like this one. Not a rookie, but a solid card nonetheless. This is a Black Rainbow of Cole Caulfield. Olympic snubbed Cole Caulfield, by the way. Alrighty. On to pack number 3, guys. Ooh. Looks like this could be a decent one. We'll start off with from Toronto, William Nylander. Hey, what's going on there, Jim NFL? Good to have you. Up next, Chris Letang. Player mentioned last night on your team sucks. Possibly in a trade talk, perhaps. Nazem Kadri. We have, this is kind of cool. This is actually an even better glitter bomb. Jacob Markstrom on the glitter bomb. Bear with me, especially since we're in a live stream. There's no rush here. Let me get these cards in penny sleeves and stuff. Let's get this other one into a penny sleeve. And if it wasn't already a good box for the PC and picking up the nice yellow-green color flow of Lev Shunov, why don't we add the red-orange of Lev Shunov as well to the collection? That'll be to the wife's dismay that I'm pulling good PC cards instead of cards that I can, try to sell. Last pack. Alright, just one more Black Rainbow. Nothing else of importance in this pack, it looks like, but we got a Cam Talbot, Morgan Geeky, Mikko Rantanen, Swag's favorite player, Mikko Rantanen. AG Prod's in the house. What's going on, AG? It's been far too long, pal. Good to see you. Zane Pareki or Parek, just Parek, something like that. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. And to finish off the rip, Black Rainbow of Joakim Camel. Well, I appreciate you coming in here there, AG. That's always good when you're like, you haven't been on in a while and you decide to come back on and choose this is a place to stop at. So I appreciate it. Alrighty. Those two look really nice together. But damn you, Allure, for doing this to me, giving me 2 to work with. So that means I got to get the other. I think it's is it 4 or 5?
I'm also
Now I gotta try and probably spend too much money getting the rest of the rainbow.
Not what I need to feel good.
Otherwise, I wouldn't have even thought about it. But now that I got the bottom 2, I got to get the top 2 or 3. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. This hit that ice cold Michelle off of that white gold. This one of them hood girls, them good girls, straight masterpieces. Styling, wildin', living up in the city. Got chucks on with Saint Laurent. Gotta kiss myself, so pretty. Too hot, hot damn. Cold, the police and the fireman. Too hot, make a dragon wanna retire, man. Too hot, say my name, know who I am. Do do do. I know, but you don't need to point it out on my show, Jim. And I need to lose a lot more than 40 pounds. I need to lose about 80 to 100 pounds to really get to being back to my handsome self. But, you know, my wife likes me just the way I am, and I don't blame her because, you know, at this size, I don't have to beat them all with a stick. She could have me all to herself without having to worry about the ladies out there trying to steal me away. God, I must have been drinking the Kool-Aid too much. Really, Moon? Moon, just for you, to make your day at work even better, I'll see if, I'm sure they have it. I'll look to see if they have that in karaoke version. Darn it! The things I do for a follow. Back in the day, I was on the other social media site, the big one before TikTok, Vine. They always said, do it for the Vine. On that, I used to do some really stupid shit. But I was having fun. But I used to do some really dumb stuff on that. Ugh. All right. I'll try not to disappoint there, Moon, but I know I am. I know I'm going to fuck up the lyrics.
Never get enough. Whoa. Limey.
Appreciate your friendship too, Daniel. If I remember, I'll make sure that Caulfield does make it into your pile.
Trying to write with non-stop pings? That's where Grammarly comes in. With an AI chat that
I needed a little podium so I could stand up once in a while, but still hide behind the podium so you don't see all the fat. I can still stand behind the podium. I'm too sexy for my shirt, too sexy for my shirt, so sexy it hurts. I'm too sexy for Milan, too sexy for Milan, New York and Japan. I wish I was in Milan right now watching Olympic hockey. I'm too sexy for your body, too sexy for your body, the way I'm disco dancing. I'm a model, you know what I mean, and I do my little turn on the catwalk. Yeah, on the catwalk. Yeah, I do my little turn on the catwalk. Oh my God, you guys have all muted it. You don't even hear what I'm saying. Your channels are totally muted right now. Like, is it over yet? Swag's like, can we actually get some AI pets back in on the weekend and get rid of Nikki karaoke? Sexy by far. And I'm too sexy for my hat. Too sexy for my hat. What you think about that? Oh, I'm a model, you know what I mean, and I do my little turn on the catwalk. Yeah, on the catwalk, I shake my little tush on the catwalk. Too sexy for my, too sexy for my, too sexy for my model, you know what I mean, and I do my little turn on the catwalk. Yeah, on the catwalk, I shake my little tush on the catwalk. I'm too sexy for AI cats, too sexy for AI cats. Poor pussy cats. Too sexy for my love. Love's going to leave me. And I'm too sexy for this song. But not too sexy to stay on the live stream and have fun with you guys. We're now into hour number 2 of Sunday Funday with Nikki 2 times and my wonderful friends here in chat. Steve's Hockey Cards, Uncanny Swag, Daniel Cryfall, Moon Over Miami, Legend 55, AG Prods, Jim NFL, Tex Carnage, Sean Jedi Master. We have all kinds of cool people in here. Johnny 67, new friend, Adam's Car Closet as well. I appreciate you guys hanging out.
Yeah, it's next to
We're going to get into some Olympic hockey talk as well as some NBA talk as well.
Can it be blue?
I can get something better on. All right, we can let that play. On to... I watched a lot. I watched quite a bit of... I can't say I watched all of the hockey. But, you know, I watched like 2.5 of the Team Canada games, like about 2.5 of the Team USA games, and a little bit like highlights of the other games. But we're looking at it like this. Team Canada, 3-0. Team USA, also 3-0. No surprise there. Team Canada, they have the number 1 seed after the group stage. They're going to play the winner of... Hold on. I apologize. Yeah. So Canada is going to play the winner of 8th seed Czechia and 9th seed Denmark. The 4th seed was Finland. They will play the winner of 5th seed Switzerland and 12th seed Italy. So that'll make one side of the bracket there. 3rd seed Slovakia. They will play the winner of 6th seed Germany, 11th seed France. Well, 2nd seed USA. They will play the winner of 7th seed Sweden, 10th seed Latvia. That makes up your other half of the bracket. We got Dakota Miller in here. Dakota, great to see you. I appreciate the fact that you've been able to come in on a couple of the impromptu lives and support me during the week. Good to see you here on Sunday as well, Dakota. Yeah, I don't ever circle any of the games, but I do try to go to at least 1 or 2 games every season, if not more. I don't really do any of that circling stuff for that. I just try to find a good Sunday afternoon game to go to, especially before it gets way too hot. That's usually how I like to try to work it. I did I go to any games last year? I don't think. Yeah, I didn't go to any games last year. Last game I went to, we got destroyed by the Houston Astros with Taiwan Walker pitching. That was a game me and Nick went to, and me and Ethan, we went to when the Phillies clinched, they clinched the wild card series versus the Mets like 3 years ago. So those are probably the last couple games I've gone to, but I try to go to at least 1 or 2 every year. We got Christopher Works in the house. What is going on, Christopher? Opened up a little bit of hockey, Christopher. I don't think let me quickly go through the pack. Here. It was I opened up a blaster of Allure. Let me just double check the base cards, make sure I didn't pick up any capitals to show you. But the hits of the box were glitter bomb of William or Ville Atavainen. I pronounce these names about as well as you do. Jacob Markstrom off the Devils. Black Rainbow Cole Caulfield. And a Black Rainbow of Joachim Hemel. Might as well put that in your pile as well, Daniel. And the 2 best hits of the box, same player, color flows. Christopher, we're looking at a couple Lev Shunovs, your red-orange as well as your yellow-green. Sweet cards. We got Matty Ice in the house. Card bro, Matty Ice. Good to see you, pal. Did you, Matty, did you watch the Daytona 500 today? Or you only into, like, Indy racing? Oh, it's all good, Matty. I was glad to see it in kind of in passing on Friday for the break. Although that break, that was one of as far as the hits go, that was one of the worst breaks I've seen Mike have. No fault of his. But usually he has pretty decent breaks. Definitely has decent breaks for yours truly. Well, they better not release him, Legend, but yeah, they're certainly going to try to move him. That's almost a guarantee. Almost a guarantee. Little other information when it comes to the Olympics and hockey. Your top performers so far at this point. Connor McDavid leading the way. You know, he is also the top points getter in the NHL right now too. So not surprisingly, that's transcended over into the Olympics. He's got 2 goals and 7 assists for 9 points. Followed by Macklin Celebrini, solid 4 goals, 2 assists, 6 points. A name you might not have thought that you would see on this list, but up next is I know I'm gonna butcher the hell out of this name, but it's Juraj Slavkovsky from Slovakia. He's got 3 goals, 3 assists for 6 points. Followed by Sidney Crosby with 2 goals and 4 assists, also with 6 points. And then Austin Matthews, 3 goals, 2 assists for 5 points. He had 2 goals in today's game and looked really good. I hope that, for Team USA, what they've done these first 3 games is just kind of like building confidence and building upon their team chemistry. So when we move into these later rounds, they're looking pretty stellar. And also with 5 points, Swags guy Nathan McKinnon has 2 goals and 3 assists for 5 points. Now, as far as the overall teams, Canada, 20 goals. They put up a 10 spot today. USA and Finland have 16 goals. 11 of those Finland goals were against Italy. So 11 goals in one game and only 5 in the other 2. So that's all your hockey talk for today, guys. Yes, and sorry, looking back at the chat, yeah, the break was certainly a dud when you have one auto, 2 relics, and the 2 relics are the same guy but a different relic. So whoever had the A's might be happy that they got 2 Jacob Wilsons in the break. My best card. So I had there was a break on Friday night, guys that don't know. And I typically try to get the Phillies. I don't always succeed. Sometimes the trades don't always work out. I'll try to get the Guardians. That ended up not going, which was fine because I ended up being stuck with the Reds as my other one. So I had the Phillies and the Reds. And at the very least, there was an Ellie Dela Cruz mojo in one of the silver packs. So I pretty much got Phillies and Reds base cards and 1 mojo of Ellie for $40. I'm likely, I'm hoping for it there, Christopher. Certainly hoping for it, and I think they can at least stack up with Canada, stack up with Finland and Slovakia. It's definitely going to be interesting how this bracket portion works out. That's 6 Decos. Me personally, for Top Series 1, I don't know if I'm gonna. Originally I said I was going to buy a hobby box, but now after seeing 3 hobby boxes open in the break, I'm probably not going to buy a hobby box of Series 1. I'm also not gonna buy any regular blasters probably along the way either. So, unfortunately for you baseball guys who do like watching baseball rips and you know, trading with different baseball bros. Right now, it won't be with yours truly. I will tell you this: I am going to, and so you'll see some Series 1 from me, but not till later. Not while everybody here is in the middle of ripping. I did pre-order 2 Fanatics. What is it? Fanatics exclusive blasters of Series 1 that are a little bit more with more of a guaranteed hit on that as well. Tane West Pro 120. Hey, I'm new here, and after a while, I think I'm going to sub. Well, I appreciate that, Tane West, and I hope I'm pronouncing that right, or Tane West Pro 120. I'm here every Sunday. This is a scheduled live stream that I use this time slot every week. Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific time. I usually go on for around 2 hours. Sometimes a little bit less, sometimes a little bit more. Tan is okay. Well, welcome in, Tan. You can tell us where, if you'd like, tell us where you're from, what sports you're into, so then I can tell you that your teams suck. Which is also part of another show that is not mine. That's Steve's Hockey Cards, who's in chat. That's his show on Saturday nights at 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific time. Moon, I believe USA did win curling. I know they were heading to the finals. I just don't know if they won or not. The young black girl, the speed skater, I saw that she lost today. Unfortunately, she did not get the gold like she did 4 years ago. So even better yet there, Tanwas Pro. So I did open, I don't know if you were here just kind of sitting in the background for a little bit, but I opened up some Allure and I pulled this nice Lev Shunov along with this Lev Shunov as well. I am big in hockey. So is Steve's Hockey Cards, Uncanny Swag, and Adam likes it a decent amount too, as well as Christopher Works. Saturday's show, it's Your Team Sucks Hockey Show. That's going to be every Saturday. That Steve's our host. It's Steve, Uncanny Swag, myself. Our friend Perch is hopefully coming back, and Dan Delatorre. So if you like hockey then, and you're big into hockey there, Tan, come check us out over on Your Team Sucks Saturday nights, 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific time. So in Kansas City, that'll put you like an hour back. So 10 o'clock your time for the start. Royals, cool, and Chiefs. I'm glad we beat yous last year. I'm in Philadelphia. You can see we got the Sixers. This is my son's room. Sixers poster back here. Got an old Mark Recchi Flyers picture there. Got a... Oh, no, wait. That's the Mark Recchi. That's Dawkins, Brian Dawkins. Weapon X with Wolverine on it. Currently not in the chat, I don't think. Trying to remember. I think earlier, if he's still lurking, I think Legend 55 might be a Kansas City Chiefs fan. My boy Paul Daves, who hasn't been here a little while. Yeah, I thought so, Legend. Legend 55 is a big Chiefs fan, and my friend Paul Daves is also a big Chiefs fan. And of course, you got to push him out there, Moon. You got to run them off already. We got some Raiders fans in the chat as well. But I'm the resident East Coast fan, Eagles fan right here. But we got an eclectic group. If you're down with it, if you got the thick skin, This is certainly Saturdays and Sundays are locker room style. We bust each other's stones on their teams, on whether I'm good looking or not, but I know I am. So, in one ear and out the other when people say otherwise. But that's kind of how we roll. That's how we roll here. Good. I'm glad you're here hanging out and having fun. Glad you're able to find the channel. YouTube we used to have a lot more people in here. YouTube kind of slowed up pushing the channel, and I'm slowly working the algorithm back into place. Mostly sports talk, some sports rips, or just showing cards and hauls and such. So that's also why there's ebbs and flows. Not a lot of the football guys in here tonight because I haven't been doing as much football talk as I used to do. I've been making a fool of myself. I don't know if you were still in the if you were in the background earlier, hearing me sing and trying to carry a tune. Been doing a little karaoke stuff just because I like to have fun. And if you want to hang out and have fun with me, so be it. That's great. So I do have another box of Allure. I'm going to make that into shorts. So you'll see coming up later 4 shorts on Allure. I still have more Topps basketball that I ripped, that I made shorts, or I made videos for. Just have to upload them for shorts. Still have quite a few Advent, Absolute Football Advent videos to upload. I have one of my other pickups. I haven't decided how I'm going to do this stuff yet, but I got a lot of it. We're talking 2 nice hobby boxes of O-Pee-Chee hockey. A much better price than buying Top Series 1 baseball. The return for Top Series 1 of what I've seen so far, this might even be a better return. These are $85 a piece. I might even find a better return out of this than what I'm seeing currently from the Top Series 1. Not going to get an autograph. Probably not going to get a relic. But I'll get probably more numbered cards out of this. Yeah, the possibility of getting a printing plate out of this. So I'm going to definitely... I haven't decided. I'm probably going to do what I did last year. One hobby box will be in long form, where I do the whole box in a long form video for people to watch. And the other box will be done as shorts to continue raising the shorts. Because shorts is kind of really... Shorts and live streams are where the subs are gained, not from the long form. We got my girl, Veronica, in the house. Veronica, I am going to need a minute. Oh, gosh. And again, of all times, it happens. It's happening more and more there, Veronica. I thought for some reason maybe it wouldn't happen after the holidays, but maybe it's because it's Valentine's time. And by the way, you've been doing some really cool crafts for Valentine's. Look really good. I like the peachy stuff as well. Your peachy hauls. I hope you had a great Valentine's Day, Veronica. For those of you that are in chat that don't know my girl Veronica, you're like, who's this Veronica? I don't see any Veronica in chat. That's that last comment right there. Hi, everyone. Coming from a Veronica at Christy's Crazy Crafty Life, 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 Christy's Crazy Crafty Life. Whew. Man, that is a mouthful to say. But I do it because I love my girl, Veronica, who's here hanging out with us tonight. Veronica, I did had packages that I dropped off to people. Some nice Ipsy boxes. I wish they had like a window in the Ipsy boxes so I could see what cool stuff are in the boxes. Because I know when you open them, there's a lot of cool stuff. See, Tan, we have it all here. Lots of cool people. Veronica's over there on the West Coast. And she probably hates the Chiefs just as much as I do. I go back, I might go back to it. I haven't decided yet. Going back and forth. Sometimes I do this from my phone, like I'm doing tonight. They're all what you would call like a moderator there, Tan. People I trust that if all of a sudden a bunch of people start coming in saying a lot of like racist stuff or like a year ago, people were coming in here talking about Diddy and I'm Diddy's best friend and weird shit. So they're there so that they can block those people or ban them or kick them off the channel because I'm too busy because I'm trying to just do the stream. It's also a good way if you're here long enough and I give you a blue shield or blue wrench. It makes it easier to follow one another because you need to be blue to kind of click on somebody that's blue to follow them. That's the only reason they're blue. It helps me too because if you're blue, then I know. Oh, a friend just popped in. Which we have another one of those really awesome friends who's also an all-star channel member. It comes up on the screen as Puff Puff Pax. But that's my girl, Brittany. What's going on, Brittany? Puff Puff Pass the pack. What's going on there, Brittany? Brittany loves cards as well. She loves the pretty shiny stuff. She gets into the basketball cards. She's into the Marvel cards and the Pokemon cards. Always good to have you here, Brittany. I hope you and your daughter are having a great evening. I hope you had a wonderful Valentine's Day as well. You ladies missed my horrible singing. Especially because it was some out of the blue songs that Moon Over Miami chose for me tonight. But I made the best of it. I will never ask anybody to become a member, but I do like to shout out the ones that have. Veronica, I appreciate it. You know, there's like 3 levels. It's like, but I got a 99-cent level. That's true, Adam. But you know, me, I know my place. I think I can actually hold a tune. Not so much on the karaoke. Usually it's got to be the actual song and I'm singing along with them because that I can fit into the tune better. This is also off the cuff, so I'm not going to sing any of these songs good at all. Thanks, Moon. I appreciate it. But yeah, the 99-cent channel membership is, you know, just to make sure that I'm shouting out those channel members on these live streams. That, you know, when I do my long form videos, it pops up who are channel members just as a thank you. And when it comes to me sending out cards or any kind of other gifts, little trinkets, those people take priority. Does it mean that I don't send out things to other people? No. a lot of you nice people out there have received stuff from me that aren't members. So that's not what it's about. I just figured since I was able to hit the tier, why not put it out there? I have the $4.99 one that's a little higher up the chain, and we had one of those, and he is in here now. Justin W. Smith from Big Sky Entertainment, who for a little bit was doing some really cool baseball stuff on his channel. I'm sorry that you decided to take a step back from that, Justin, and I am really sorry for you that people have been giving you a ration of shit. Now that I can actually kind of be on stream and talk to you, don't pay attention to the haters out there. Do what makes you feel good, makes you happy. That goes for the rest of you as well. Tune out the noise. If they don't like it, tough shit. Do what's gonna make you feel good. You don't gotta be everybody's friend. Even though I always sound like, hey, I'm trying to be everybody's friend. You don't gotta be everybody's friend. Just have a good time. Surround yourself with good individuals. That's my 2 cents on it there, Justin. But I thank you for the support you always give me. Justin, you're definitely somebody I need to take good care of this year because you've been right there for me at the top. Being the All-Star member, giving me that big box of wonderful Eagles cards last year. And you also know that I'm always here for you when it comes to real world stuff if you ever want to talk about that. We got Panther Breaks in the house. What's going on there, Panther? Always good to have you. One of the great football bros in the community who's always good and quick to send people stuff. And I love watching when people send him stuff because he's well deserved to get all the cool stuff. Panther, I gotta tell Justin, I'm definitely slowing up on the rips, on the football rips. You know, I went into Target last week, and there was so much stuff on the shelf. There was Phoenix mega boxes, Prism Draft Picks mega boxes, Mosaic, the new Prism football, some Bowman baseball, and I ended up not buying any of it. And then I was getting ready to leave the store, and then I saw the 2 boxes of Allure hockey, and I went with that instead. I'm trying to curtail the amount of ripping I'm doing and doing more of buying what I want. But it's still nice to, I get that little FOMO itch. I still want to open up some stuff, especially, whether it's keeping it for myself or to have that product. It's nice to pull a Panther card, right? And send it out to you as a thank you for sending me stuff. But if I'm not ripping football, I'm not going to have that stuff either. So if I'm not ripping football and I got the Ohio State players and Steelers and stuff, what am I sending to my boy Justin W. Smith? Not a whole lot. But I do have a couple priorities, some people for sure that I want to take care of this year. Justin being one of them. Shout out to Monkey Man Sports, who just hit over 500 subs. They hooked me up last year. Some Canadian friends. They're big into the hockey and football. We're down to it. Down to the basketball talk. And then we'll see where we go from here for the rest of the evening. before I get into the standings, we are on All-Star break. You had Kawhi Leonard, not Kawhi Leonard, sorry, Damian Lillard, who won the three-point contest, who doesn't even play. Not even sure why he's in the three-point contest. Some young kid from Miami Heat, I didn't write it down, he won the slam dunk contest. And the winners of the, whatever you want to call the actual All-Star game right now, there's 3 teams. It was All-Stars and All Stripes and World. And the winners were the Stars, headed by Anthony Edwards as your MVP. The format was really weird. It was 12 minutes like a quarter would be. Stars played World, then World played Stripes, and Stripes played Stars. And at the end of that, kind of 3 quarters, the top 2 teams in points or whatever then faced each other as a 4th quarter, and the winner of that. So it was the Stars who won, and Anthony Edwards taking home the MVP. But really, if it was the Stripes that would have won, Kawhi Leonard, somehow, I guess because it was in Clippers arena, he went off. Had the best game. The one quarter, he literally scored, I think it was 35 or 31 points out of the 49 that the team scored that quarter. It was ridiculously good. All right, Daniel. Thanks for being here. I know you said you weren't going to be here next week because of your car, but I appreciate you coming in and hanging out tonight. I didn't see Adam was leaving. If Adam's still here, Adam, you have a great night. Justin says he had just sent about $10,000 in PC cards to get graded to Mint Authentication, Craig's new grading company, with I'm stoked to make a reveal video. So yes, I hadn't planned on saying anything just yet, but I know at least the football bros know about this. So if you're familiar with our friend Craig over at Helmets and Hash Marks, he's hit me up. He hit me up. I felt honored. He hit me up before this actually went public, and then when it did go public, he followed me from the channel over on Instagram. But our friend Helmets and Hash Marks, Craig, him and a partner of his, they've started their own grading company called Mint Authentication. And if any of you are interested to know more about Mint Authentication, email me. My email is in my bio description here, or you can check me. Go over to Nikki 2 Times over on Instagram and message me through the instant messenger over there. So if you want to know more about that and get in touch to me, I did tell Craig, admitted to Craig, I'm a PSA guy. I love PSA registry. Just like Swag and Steve and some of the other people out there are going to be strictly PSA, but I still think it's cool as an alternative, especially in this tumultuous time where PSA's buying everybody out, and then because they're buying everybody out, they're raising their prices, and PSA's making things more difficult. As they're making it more difficult to get Gem Mint 10s and such, and I feel like they're not disclosing things properly. So there's some things that they gotta get fixed. But if you want an alternative, that's a new good alternative to PSA. But maybe I'll try it out there, Justin. And I told Craig that maybe I'll try it out on just like a handful of cards, just I'm not worried to have them in the PSA slab, but just maybe want them to be in a slab. Yeah, and I know you guys, I know you football guys are definitely willing to give him a chance. So, I'm if he ever asks, he's a good dude. I'm willing to put my stamp of approval of at least giving him a shout out on it. Oh, you're in full with Craig. Well, I mean, $10,000 worth of cards that you're sending out to him. I hope I hope your mind is all in with him. Tan, I typically am on the stream right around 2 hours. Sometimes I'll start rambling on because I'm trying to reach that 2 hour mark. Sometimes it just comes naturally. A lot of times when I'm on from my laptop and I'm using a streaming, when I'm on my laptop, I use a streaming service, and I'll pull up slides, and slides are cool, and doing little drop clips, funny drop clips or whatever. So it makes things nicely extended. So try to be around 2 hours. I'm usually at least an hour. I would say probably an hour and 40. Usually never more than, say, like 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Depend keeps you drier than ever, so you can say yes to more than ever. Yes.
Yeah, for me, Justin, it's not about a trust. It's not about a trust issue with Craig, because I trust Craig as well. It's more of a PSA's got a full-on registry, and I've talked to Craig about that if they stick around long enough, maybe they'll do something similar. And he's talked about that too, where they already at least have all kinds of backings for different projects that they're going to work on. All right, what song is on here before I get into the basketball? Am I gonna sing, or am I gonna do basketball? No, not gonna sing. Not yet, anyway. You've all been saved for another few minutes. All right, so the basketball talk. I already told you what happened tonight for the game, but as we hit the break in the East, Pistons lead the way. Celtics, Knicks, Cavs, Raptors, and Sixers to round out your top six. And in the play-in spots, Magic, Heat, Hornets, and the Hawks. Over in the West, it's the Thunder, Justin's San Antonio Spurs, Swag's Nuggets, Houston Rockets, the Lakers, and the Timberwolves. And that should be the name of a song, Swag's Nuggets. That'd be a great name to a band or a song title. The play-in teams are Phoenix Suns, the Warriors, Trailblazers, and the Clippers. Sorry, just trying to read what you guys are saying in there. For your different points, for your different leaders in the different categories, your points leaders, Luka Doncic, 32.8 points. He did not play in the All-Star game, still battling his injury. SGA with 31.8 points. And then Anthony Edwards and Jaylen Brown have an average of 29.3 points. Your assist leaders, Jokic, 10.7, Cade Cunningham, 9.6, and Luka Doncic, 8.6 points per game. And your rebound leaders, Jokic leading the way with 12.3, Karl Anthony Towns with 11.9, and Donovan Clingan with 11.5. Where we stand right now in the Kia MVP ladder talk, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has the number one spot, followed by Jokic, followed by Doncic, Cade Cunningham, and rounding out the top 5 is Victor Wembanyama. I know Swag would have a lot to say about this. I would agree. I'm not really sure why SGA is number 1. I know Jokic was out for a while, but as of right now, I believe he's played enough games. I know Doncic has missed some time, but he's played enough games. I would slide, personally, put Jokic in the 1 slot, Doncic in the 2 slot, and move Shai Gilgeous-Alexander to the 3rd slot. I think Wemby, he's maybe have missed a few too many games. I mean, he's still eligible, but he's missed time too. I'm not sure he's really the 5th place guy, but that's fine. Once you get lower and after the top like 2 or 3, it doesn't really matter, does it? But yeah, I personally, in my belief, it should be either Jokic or Doncic winning the MVP this year, and not SGA. On to your rookie leaders in points. Cooper Flagg, 20.4 points per game. He is now separating himself, having some killer 30 and I think he hit a 40-pointer right before the break. Concanipple with 18.9 points per game, and VJ in 3rd, but way down below the rest of them at 14.9 points per game. And just your couple other guys that we've talked about in the recent weeks, just so you know where they're at. You got Cedric Coward. He's the 4th place with 13.3 points per game. And Derek Queen is in 7th with 12.2 points per game. We got Titus in the house. What's going on, Titus? Good to see you on a Sunday night, buddy. Titus has been opening a lot of stuff I haven't even seen him open in the past. I watched a video of Titus the other day ripping Godzilla and Gundam cards. Very cool. Also opened up some Dragon Ball Z that were really nice, but it was a nice change of pace seeing some Gundam cards and some Godzilla being opening up. So go check out Titus's channel for that. On to the rookie assist leaders. Leading the way, Ryan Nembhard with 4.9 assists per game. Derek Queen, Cooper Flagg, and VJ Edgecombe all have 4.1 points or assists per game. With Concanipple in 6th place with 3.6 and Cedric Coward in 10th with 2.9 assists per game. On to the rebound category. Derek Queen, your leading rookie rebounder at 7.2 rebounds. Maxime Renault, 6.6. Maxime Renault. 6.6 rebounds a game. And Cooper Flagg also with 6.6 rebounds per game. Cedric Coward, he's in the 4th spot with 6.2 rebounds. Concanipple is in 6th place with 5.5. And VJ Edgecombe in 7th with 5.4. A $3,000 Godzilla card. That's what's up there, Titus. Good for you, pal. That's exciting. Good for you. Congratulations on that. Your Kia MVP, or I said it MVP again. Your Kia Rookie of the Year ladder rankings as of right now. Cooper Flagg, he has now pushed himself. He's bullied Concanipple out of the way. He said, I don't care if we played at Duke together. I was the number 1 overall pick. I'm taking that award. I'm in the number 1 slot. Concanipple in the number 2 slot. VJ Edgecombe 3rd. Derek Queen 4th. And it's no longer Cedric Coward in the 5th spot. He's dropped to 6th. The 5th spot is now a new guy to the talk, Maxime Renault. Maxime. Good to have you in the top 5. Not really sure why. Yes, he's second in rebounds, but he's not anywhere near the top on these other categories. But good for a guy. You're going to, not going to win it. But there you go. Well, that is really classy by you there, Titus, to do that. I am done with all this talk. Make sure you're going and checking out each other's stuff. I've got a lot of other good friends that can't always make it here on a Sunday night. Make sure you're checking some of those channels out too. Don't always give these shout outs, but why not? Why not tonight? My man Rants, 2 balls are better than 1. He works hard. He's working. He does a support somebody Sunday every week. He's got a great channel. Great dude. Chicago guy. We can't all be perfect, can we? Good channel. My man Justin, 3 good nerds. He's been opening Team USA cards on his channel. And he does a lot of other cool stuff. Comics, Jeopardy questions. Doing a lot of cool stuff. My man Vince, the sports card ripping teacher, collectorholic. My man Robert over at the Commenting Collector. Panther Breaks, Jared Bolton. Just naming a few off the top of my head. I'm not going to put them in description and tag them or anything like that, but just throwing names out there if you're into the card world or collectibles world. Some cool people. Casino Comics, probably the only comic. How do I say it? The comic only channel that I follow. If I said that right, he's the only comic book only channel that I still currently follow. What else was I gonna say? Yeah, just other stuff coming up. Like I said, we'll do shorts on the cards. Continue to do the impromptu lives. I think tomorrow or Tuesday or sometime this week, I'm gonna go out and buy a new stand that doesn't have the this wonderful ring camera that you see through my glasses. Just a straight stand with a mic as well. I'm going to purchase these couple items to prepare because I'm going to start filming myself at the bowling alley, I think. Not on a live stream, just filming shots and making shorts out of that. Once the weather breaks and I start getting to go out fishing, I'll bring the mic out with me too and do some impromptu lives of me at my favorite fishing holes. If you didn't check out my last live stream from the other day, I was actually out at one of my favorite fishing spots just to check it out and relax and take a little walk in the cold. But those are things that are all going to be happening soon on this channel. Legend, I still have that app. Just currently, I've been testing out the waters going back. Testing out the waters of going back to just doing the phone because it was right around the time, without getting too specific, it was right around the time that I switched to doing what's called StreamYard. That's the little duck. The StreamYard. And getting a little bit more political, which I said I wasn't going to do on the channel. I started getting a little bit more political. All of a sudden, YouTube, they stopped promoting the channel and pushing my channel out. So I got rid of certain hashtags, decided to go back to the phone for a while, started doing the impromptu lives to push, change up the algorithm thing, and it's actually been a little bit successful. We had Johnny67 in here earlier tonight, and Tan 10 West Pro 120, what we've been calling them Tan, they found their way over here tonight. So I think for most of the weeks, this is going to be the format. If I really want to share some slides, then I'll switch to the other way. Nikki is not buying a cat there, Steve. My wife wouldn't like that very much. We talked about that. And besides, I would be if I had my way, I'd be a dog first in this household, not cats. I love dogs. Yes. Do you need to take them out? Yes. And walk them? Yes. Are they a big responsibility? Yes. But I certainly would rather take my dog outside and walk my dog, and then have my dog on my lap and pet my dog, and the dog sleep at the end of my bed, or at the foot of the bed, whatever, and have that kind of relationship, than a friggin' cat who's got a stinky ass litter box. I've lived with cats, whether it's been in a house or in a small apartment with friends where they had the cat. I'm not saying I don't like cats, but man, I do not like that stinky litter box. I would not miss that. I do not miss that at all. Yes, I will pose with the cat and give me 1 million subscribers. Here's my beautiful kitty for 1 million subscribers. Well, Tan, I am glad you found the channel as well and have been having a blast with us. We'll do one more song, maybe two, probably just one more song. I'll give a send-off to all you wonderful people that came in here tonight as well. But, what happened? Yeah, why not? Let's go old school, since most of you are not little kids. I could listen to just about anything and try to sing just about anything. We got Akari in the house. What's going on, Akari? Let's go with somewhat of an oldie but a goodie to send us off for the night. And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friend, I'll say it clear, I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full. I traveled each and every highway, and more, much more than this, I did it my way. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do, and I saw it through without exemption. I planned each charted course, each careful step along the byway, and more, much more than this, I did it my way. Yes, there were times, I'm sure you knew, when I bit off more than I could chew. But through it all, when there was doubt, I ate it up and I spit it out. I faced it all and I stood tall and did it my way. Thank you all for being here tonight. We had new friends, Johnny67, Tan West Pro, 120, Veronica from Chrissy's Crazy Crafty Life was here, Many Ice Cards, Christopher Works, Dakota Miller, Daniel Cryfall, The Legend 55, Moon Over Miami, Sean Jedi Master, Steve's Hockey Cards, Tex Carnage, Uncanny Swag. You'll find Steve, Uncanny Swag, myself, Dan Delatorre, and coming back, Perch's Corner, Saturday nights on Your Team Sucks at 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific Time. We had Adam's Card Closet, Pick Six Cards, Jalen Season, Jim NFL, AG Prods, Titus, God is Great, Brittany was in the house, my girl Brittany, Justin W. Smith from Big Sky Entertainment, Panther Breaks, as well as Akari. I thank you all. And not the words of one who kneels. The record shows I took the blows and did it my way. Yes! I did it my way, and you guys came along for the ride. Thank you all. As always, Nikki 2 Times came at you live with another Sunday Funday. You all have a wonderful night.